combo. This does that in a pretty creative way. And if you're good on the claws, you can actually sneak out of some of the flicks. So you can dodge out in the unraveled earth pretty much. And then you like just go full pedal to the metal as, oh my god.
Oh no, Scout, please! Please! Anyone's Legend picks up first blood. At least burn some summoner spells. Kyle leads the charge. Joel already forced to flash away. The knockup doesn't find Pays, but it does get the heal summoner spell also burned from Joel just to maintain lane priority. Wait a minute, Pays looks for the auto attack, the empowered auto, and Joel gets the first kill of the game for JDG's side.
Dude, get Pays a team, man. Please, for the love of God. What can this guy do wrong in this series? As, meanwhile, the rest of his team...
Xiaoshu is going to try and see if he can bail out Shun. He gets the blast shield. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and Xiaoshu benefits from the kill credit on the Flandre's corpse. It's the first dragon going very early on to anyone's Legend's hands. It's a great way to set up the dragon stacking scenario and force JDG into an uncomfortable position come the soul point around the 20-minute mark at this point.
They can maybe match.
Gotta be careful about who you select as a target, though. Tarzan is starting to walk forward. Flandre looms as the seismic shove takes a huge chunk out of the Cassante. Decent damage. Here comes the equalizer that forces Hope to flash over it. Flash from Shanks sets up the combo. Frozen Tomb buys some time. Tarzan slams down the Cataclysm dunk, but it's the cease and desist from Shun that finds the answer back, and it's the Fate of Warfare secured for JDG. Their early game comp starting to show their strength here as anyone's Legend now find themselves here on the back foot.
Yeah, fight's gonna continue.
Shun goes back in. Flandre gives his life for the all-out, and despite the early game...
Second dragon goes over. And yeah, I mean, we wanted the boom boom. I mean, I like it. Herald is power later, and they're gonna take power now and secure power for the rest of the game in defeats. I think it's a good call. They're gonna burn both their...
And get to the point where they were outscale them.
That was honestly really impressive from AL. I like that use of the double TP advantage. There's some Pandissimo power. We're looking at the words of Toad Amarillo there.
Shanks looking at the angle that he's looking for. Tarzan flash Cataclysm locks down Pays into the pit, forces him to flash and cleanse away. Shanks now goes into the Frozen Tomb, creates space. It's only Xiaoshu on the front line trying to threaten, as Tarzan follows the knock up onto Zhuo. And now the rest of JDG are forced to scramble. Here comes Scout trying to save the fight. Seismic shove doesn't hit anyone. Anyone's Legend is able to sidestep it, and now Zhuo disconnected from Pays as Flandre comes in for the flank, looking for Scout. He still has a flash, not pressured to use it, but anyone's Legend continue.
In this fight, I know that the scoreline from Flandre in the last game was kind of grim. We did see a couple early fights where he misplayed on the Renekton. I mean, they've given us no reason to think so far today, Rafa. Let's be honest. I mean, what have we seen so far? I like the Mikhail's rush from Zhuo, but you're down to Redemption, now you're split. And goodbye, JDG.
Shun getting caught out by the Glacial Fissure.
Great ward.
No flash on this Vi, and it's just exemplarily play from anyone's Legend, sniping the jungler of JDG off the map.
Sometimes it's just the little things, guys. Look at the 2 control wards that JDG have around the Otacon. The 3 control wards they have in the river. It is one well-placed ward in the river by Kyle that completely scouts JDG out as they try and walk in. AL used that information to shut them down. Gonna use it to try and secure this Otacon and shut JDG out of this series in a clean 3-0.
I mean, JDG are going to try and force this against anyone's Legend, but they're down a single man. No smite advantage. It's not to play for the Otacon, it's just to play for the fight. Equalizer's decent, but Shanks finds Scout, forces him to flash away, still has the Frozen Tomb in his arsenal, and it's the Otacon secured for anyone's Legend now. Everyone is backing off, giving respect to JDG and their ability to collapse. Shanks still has the Frozen Tomb available, and he has the Glacial Path to make his escape alongside the rest of the Pandas as Pays trying to force something. Shun is back for the Brave, goes for the Cease Assist. Multi-man knockup into the backline of anyone's Legend. Do they have the damage defying them? Hope is the first one to fall. Pays is trying to go crazy, but it's Flandre that puts an end to his carry potential. JDG take 2, but at
kind of on Scout. Like, he had the base and TP back. I mean, I think that if you want to play that, like, you almost have to play it as a crew. And the only person he locked in was Sandra. And now you're playing for Hextech Soul. And look, if you give away Hextech Soul, I think that's just game. Like, that's Sivir list with a Hextech Soul. JDG, please fight this. Like, you can't go down with a whimper like this. You gotta flip it.
I definitely don't think that's not going to happen from JDG. They're going to go down with a fight, but I don't know if it's going to be a good one. Shun sends it, can't get the smite. The Hextech Soul secured by Tarzan, and now Scout is forced to flee. He doesn't even get a chance. Pays is able to find Shanks in the crossfire, but Pays, can he find the kills? As Flandre and Hope are the last two members standing, it could look good for JDG, as Pays needs to find his moment. Gets burned nearly to low, and Pays refuses to lose this series as he gives everything to keep JDG away. They would have to beat top esports in the lower bracket final.
And if they beat top esports, I mean, Tarzan's already beaten 2 BOG junglers on his way here, so we'll see if he can take down 2 more in the finals. And I think the champions that they've drafted has definitely helped. Has been very easy roles to identify, but Shanks has stepped into those very well. As now JDG, they're feeling the pressure, they're feeling the heat. They can't walk into the Elder. Only play is to try and draw AL into the Baron, and this is not a good one for JDG, as they're going to be fighting down conditions.
6K on the Baron, 5K. The engage is forcing Shun to flash away. Equalizer on top of multiple AL members. Redemption heals them up.
It's a waste of an equalizer.
4K. Oh, here comes Shanks over the wall. Finds the frozen tomb engage. Shun forced to use the cease and desist into the backline as Pays is surrounded by everyone. And the last hope that JDG had in their ranks is the first one to go down in what could be the victory march for anyone's legend.
I mean, I don't know what to say about JDG today. I feel like they were immensely vision gapped. I can only remember one objective setup that was actually good from JDG on even conditions. I won't give them this one on even conditions. I feel like the conditions of this game kind of forced their hand there. Blocked. He didn't stay disciplined there long enough to try and mark Shanks, and Shanks just finds the God angle.
In chip form at just the right time for the Pandas and anyone's legend. A sentiment about this team has been what was happening in the Split 3 regular season. Were they going to be able to become those masters again that we had saw that won them the Split 2 title? But now anyone's legend, they're leaving no doubts here on Summoner's Rift tonight as they are now pushing into the base what could be the last game, the last series for JDG in this playoffs bracket.
Yeah, that's a lot to get through. Baron, Elder, and a Hex Soul. Best of luck, JDG, as this is going to be death by 1,000 cuts and a lot of Dragon Breath.
Tarzan sends it on to Shun. The Elder Dragon at their hands smites down JDG one after one. Not even Pays was enough. Anyone's legend are just simply better. The journey continues to defend their crown, and anyone's legend are one series away from going to Worlds.